Good afternoon from Lady Cat Field one last time this season.
This is it?
This is it. This is the whole kit and caboodle, Tim Roach. For us,
It's ridiculous.
nothing left after this until football, unfortunately. I'm Levi Gilbert. He's play-by-play. Or no, you're not play-by-play. I'm play-by-play.
You are.
I forget all your roles. There's so many. You're color analyst and public address announcer and fan.
And fan, too.
Tim Roach.
Yeah, there we go.
And let me just set the stage for you, Tim.
Okay.
Conway and Cabot. Does that do anything for
It's
you?
ridiculous, yes. Nothing matters.
Conway and Cabot. I will say, you just said nothing matters. This game, in the grand scheme of things, in terms of playoff seeding, it's not going to have an impact.
Nobody here lives in the world of in the grand scheme of things. That world does not exist when Cabot Conway rolls. You know that.
I know
now,
that.
You can say it. It doesn't mean anything. It's Conway Cabot.
So let me lay it out for you.
Go ahead.
Bryant, regardless of what happens for them and whoever they're playing, I don't even know who they're playing.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
They're going to be the one.
Yeah.
Regardless of what happens here today, Cabot's going to be the two
Yeah.
out of the Central. And, again, regardless of what happens here today, your Lady Cats are going to be the 3 seed. All of that is decided before we even have a single pitch. But I know this matters to you because it matters to you anytime it's Conway and Cabot.
You're absolutely correct, and I will tell you this too. It matters to both teams. They don't care. I mean, they do care where they're seated, absolutely. And Conway being the 3 seed, okay, we got to play with it. It came down to, I think, what Cabot beating Bryant and splitting, and that caused this kind of spot here. Cabot only beat us by 1 when we played Cabot earlier in the year, but because they beat Bryant, this puts everything else kind of in a null factor. But at the same time, they don't, from a rivalry perspective, it doesn't get much bigger than this. Maybe Bryant is maybe along the same lines, but maybe not.
I mean,
maybe not.
So you laid it out right. I mean, Cabot and Bryant, they already split in their games, but Bryant beat Cabot by 1 more run than Cabot beat Bryant. So even if Cabot catches up to Bryant in the wins column, it's not going to matter. Bryant's the 1, Cabot's the 2. But just think about all the great Conway and Cabot games we've had in the last 5 years.
Well, and I can go further back, obviously, because my daughter played here, so I lived this thing as a parent and a PA guy for 4 years, and so my disdain for everything Cabot grew in that time. Now, the kids are great. Coach is great. Don't get me wrong. They're all fine. It's just Conway Cabot, and I love rivalries, and that's the rivalry. And so my feelings for Cabot haven't changed. The Conway folks want to beat Cabot. The Cabot folks want to beat Conway, and they should. They should want to do that. And so, yeah, it's fun at the old ballpark. However, you want to be on a roll going in, and this would be a confidence builder for Conway if they could somehow get by Cabot. Now, Cabot, again, Coach Cope, Chris Cope, great coach, and has had tremendous success at Cabot. He knows exactly what he's doing. They hit the ball so well. So we've got to defensively, we got to play very well tonight. I mean, I love Sylvia King's in the circle, but they hit the ball really well. So they're gonna connect. The thing is, can you defend? And we have to hit the ball well.
This is the last conference game of the season for your Lady Cats. They will play Maumelle on Thursday, weather permitting. I know weather's bad tomorrow. I don't know what it looks like the rest of the week, but
rain.
And then they play at BB on Monday, and then of course the state tournament gets going.
They might get the BB game in. I doubt they get the Maumelle game in because it's rain the rest of the week. But you definitely want, if this is the last game you play, or if it's just one of the last 3, it's Cabot. It's your conference game. This is like a playoff game, even though there's nothing at stake tonight other than beating Cabot or beating Conway. They both will want to play well going into the tournament since it's the final conference game.
On your screen, you can see in the left in the stands, you see some Conway blue. You can't see it in this shot, but further to the right is where all the Cabot red is. Yeah. And then you see the seats in the middle. Nobody's there because they're not mingling. There's no co-mingling here.
You don't want to be on the wrong side of things. Wear the wrong color, be on the wrong side. It's a great rivalry, man. I love the Conway Cabot rivalry. I like the Conway Bryant rivalry in most sports. North Little Rock, their football team got better, but with a coach, a Conway guy, Brad Bowling. But they're gonna be tough, and so yeah. But this is just one of those. Sorry, it's just gonna be Conway Cabot. I'm gonna have to be PA Tim here now.
Welcome, PA Tim, to the final broadcast of our broadcast season.
Here we go. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Lady Cat Field, where this afternoon the Conway Lady Cats play host to the Cabot Lady Panthers in a 6A Central matchup. Here are the lineups. First for the visitors from Cabot. Batting first and playing right field, number 1, Michaela Walton. Batting second and playing shortstop, number 7, Alyssa Duncan. Batting third and playing left field, number 21, Lauren Riley. Batting fourth and catching, number 12, Tate Ballou. Batting fifth and playing second base, number 10, Peyton Nicholson. Batting sixth and playing center field, number 23, Allie Autry. Batting seventh and pitching, number 3, Addison Cooper. Batting eighth and playing first base, number 4, Addison Fulbright. Batting ninth as the designated player, number 19, Melina Poe. And playing third base, number 5, Cassie Baugh. The head coach is Chris Cope. And now here's the starting lineup for your Conway Lady Cats. Batting first and playing shortstop, number 1, Braylon Merritt. Batting second and catching, number 5, Jenna Carrington. Batting third and pitching, number 9, Sylvia King. Batting fourth and playing first base, number 12, Shelby Brock. Batting fifth as the designated player, number 10, Carly Wilcott. Batting sixth and playing third base, number 2, Destiny Spencer. Batting seventh and playing right field, number 17, Mags Williams. Batting eighth and playing center field, number 14, Paisley Porter. Batting ninth and playing left field, number 3, Braylee Lightfoot. And playing second base, number 7, Briar White. The head coach is Chad Hickey, assistant coaches Cheyenne Kuhn and Salty Longing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we'd ask that you please rise as we pay honor to America with the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence and then our national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Play ball.
Conway and Cabot live here on Conway Corp, our 6th and final Diamond Sports broadcast of this season. Our final broadcast of the 2024-25 broadcast season, Tim Roach.
Yeah. Well, no, yeah, 24, 2025. You did it right. It is a chance for us to be kind of closing out things, but what a way to close out. It's Conway Cabot, and this summer you're going to see a lot of changes as we go into the next sport that we'll broadcast, which is football. There's a lot of changes coming. And so it's going to be a very active summer, and who knows, we might be able to bring you some preseason kinds of stuff.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Let me get Sylvia up here. Your Lady Cat pitcher is number 9, Sylvia King. Not Sophia King, as I called her.
Oh,
once
man.
last week. I know.
That was something.
I know. All right. Inning 1. Here we go. Leading off for the Lady Panthers, the right fielder, number 1, Michaela Walton.
Sylvia 12-6 on the year. She struck out 103.
Accomplished the century mark last broadcast.
Last Tuesday. Forgot to mention, we're here a day early because of the rain coming tomorrow.
Hello.
First pitch from King is way up.
She did that same thing. I think
it
was either way up or way outside the first pitch. A little amped up.
Lady Cats played on Thursday, I believe. I think they played Southwest, and Boer pitched in that game.
And it wasn't close.
Second pitch outside, it's 2-0.
Yeah. So they are. This is the matchup that they had probably had circled before the season started, knowing it would come down to something. Unfortunately, it's decided, but still a matchup.
Third pitch is low and inside, bounced in there, and it's 3-0 count here for Walton.
Actually, was it last week that she hit the first batter?
She did first pitch.
That's what it was. He hit her on her foot. Yeah. So it took her a little while to dial in.
It's a 4-pitch walk to lead off the game for Cabot.
She'll dial it in here in a second. Now batting the shortstop, number 7, Alyssa Duncan.
So no outs, a runner at first. Panthers already threatening here to start the game. First pitch from King outside, so 5 straight balls to start the game.
Getting a little closer there. That one was more competitive. The first 4 were not, but that one was close to being in the zone.
1-0 pitch, catches the inside for strike 1.
All right, found the release point on that one. Maybe we can duplicate that. Once she gets it settled in, she really can move the ball all around the zone. It's the second time in a row we've seen them where she's had to dial it.
1-1 pitch up and away. Ball 2.
Sylvia, fantastic athlete.
2-1 pitch to Duncan. That's up and away. It's a 3-1 count.
She walks here, though. She might get a visit from coach just to say settle in, settle down. Amped up maybe a little bit. Probably takes here.
1 on, no outs.
Nope, she didn't.
Swinging, just made contact, and it'll be a full count on the next pitch from King.
That's a good approach. Anything really close to the zone, I'm going to swing away because you know you're going to get just a regular old fastball, get the number 1.
Payoff pitch. Swung on. Popped out to center field. In a few steps as Porter does not make the catch. Walton was holding up at first because we thought it was going to be secured out in center. She makes it to second safely.
That's a big error there. Now batting the left fielder, number 21, Lauren Riley.
I didn't really see what happened.
Yeah, I actually was watching how far Walton had gotten off first, thinking we might be able to double up because she was a long way out.
May have been what Porter was thinking as well.
Yeah.
First pitch swinging is Riley. She can't connect. So got a little ahead of herself out there.
Yeah, yeah. She was on the run, but she got there in plenty of time. Just didn't secure the catch.
So 2 on, no outs, runners at first and second. That pitch is outside to 1-1 count.
That's the pitch that when she's right, she's dropping it right off the edge of the plate. It's almost unhittable, but she has, I think you mentioned it as well, I mean, she's not dialed in yet. She's not commanding the zone just yet.
1-1 pitch, up and in, that hit her. So the bases are now loaded. A walk, an error, and a hit by pitch for the first 3 batters for Cabot.
Good job by Jenna to go out there and just kind of talk her down a little bit, try to settle things. Now batting the catcher, number 12, Tate Ballou.
Tate Ballou, that's a catcher's name.
Yeah, it is. There's like not very much unlike Cat Ballou, which is our mascot.
First pitch to Ballou, fouled off to the right side, out of play.
You can't get much further from Cat Ballou than Tate Ballou. Tate Ballou be Cabot red, Cat Ballou being blue Conway. And one Ballou is better than the other. One Ballou is below the other.
Right, undoubtedly.
In the minds of Conway people.
No question.
Not in the minds of Cabot people.
0-1 pitch from King is outside, ball 1.
No place to put her.
So Walton at third, Duncan at second, Riley at first. Ducks on the pond here for Ballou. 1-1 pitch from King. That's up. Ball 2.
The Lady Cats have managed to do a trifecta in the first inning that you don't want to do. You have a walk, a hit by pitch, and an error.
And an error, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not how you want the bases to get loaded.
They're covering all the bases with all the things you can do wrong.
2-1 pitch from King, swung on, rolled over, right back to King, over to the catcher. 1, 2, 3, double play for your Lady Cats.
Oh, that was a picture perfect double play. Great turn by Jenna. Nicely done. Now batting the second baseman, number 10, Peyton Nicholson. That was super. Wow. Whoa.
Man, that's huge.
We did the same thing last against North Little Rock. Had a lady charging Wildcat at third base with no outs and got a double play at third base and at first base.
So Duncan at third, Riley at second. Cabot still threatening here, but a big double play for your Lady Cats. 0-1 pitch from King, catches the outside. And she's up 0-2 on Nicholson.
Ooh. Great pitch. All right, don't Jenna needs to block everything down here. Allow Sylvia to throw the ball wherever she needs to, going outside.
0-2 pitch to the lefty.
That's good.
Trying to catch that spot again, just a little bit too far out.
That's okay. Hoping that she would chase. Jenna set up in the box out there, and she hit the mitt. That's the important part. Now I'm going to work it inside a little bit more.
Goes outside again, low and away.
First base is open. So you can do that. You don't want to do that, but you can do that if you feel like you need to. Don't have to groove anything.
2 outs, 2 on. It's a 2-2 count. Pitch from King.
Yes.
Swung through.
Wow.
Strikeout. Lady Cats load the bases and work out of damage here in the top of the first. Bottom half coming up next on Conway Corp. Live here in Conway. What a finish to the top of the first for your Lady Cats. Loaded the
You're
bases
not kidding, man.
and worked out of it with no damage done. Wow.
Leading off for the Lady Cats, the shortstop, number 1, Braylon Merritt.
Was a 1-2-3 double play that keyed it all, and then the strikeout from King to end the inning.
A crisp ball straight back to Sylvia. Could not have been any better for the Lady Cats and could not have been worse for the Lady Panthers.
First pitch to Merritt. It's up in the zone. Ball 1, Merritt. Hitting .294 on the year. Leads the team with 16 walks.
You like that out of your leadoff. Just finding a way to get on base. It doesn't matter how you do it. She was a bit unfortunate when we watched them play against North Little Rock. Hit the ball well, just couldn't get on that way.
1-1 from Cooper. Not sure where that was.
Yeah. A lot of clapping from the red and a lot of chirping.
Yakking. A lot of yakking from
Chirp,
the blue.
The blue chirp side was in full force.
A 1-2 from Cooper. Merritt chased it. Throw down the first, and strikeout is recorded for out number 1.
Next up for the Lady Cats, the catcher, number 5, Jenna Carrington.
It's not hard to get in that chase mentality after,
Man,
after
you
a
had
call
to.
like that.
You had to, absolutely. And she literally bent down to try to grab it. Didn't get a good call on the second strike, but
first pitch to Carrington is in for a strike.
she's not coming in with a lot of heat, so they're hittable. I mean, they're moving a little bit, and that's going to be the issue. You got to stay back in the box, get on your right side, and try to hold on to that swing as long as you can.
A 1 pitch is in there for strike 2. Oh, excuse me, ball 1.
Yeah, he never raises the hand. Off the outside edge low, though. Jenna's got a great eye, great stick. She'll be looking to drive any mistake up.
Swung on there, popped out into left center field. Chased down by Autry for out number 2.
Got under a little bit, was right there, just a little under. Next up for the Lady Cats, the pitcher, number 9, Sylvia King.
King hitting .397 on the year, 5 bombs. Hit one a week ago to end the game.
Grand slam walk-off.
That was fun.
Yeah.
First pitch up and away for ball 1.
Yeah, you might see Sylvia maybe get a little bit deep into the count. She's okay with the 2-strike count. Makes good contact.
1-0 pitch into King. That one's down. 2-0.
She may not get much to look at. She can really drive the ball in real danger for the Lady Panthers.
Two outs, no one on for King. Lays off that pitch down and in. 3-0 count.
Nobody on. I don't know that you green ladder here, but if she, Sylvia can drive anything. No wind today, so not hurting there.
That pitch gets in there for strike 1.
She did not have the green light, else she would have been swinging from the hip there.
No wind right now.
Yeah.
Pitch from Cooper, swung on.
Got under.
Flied out to center field. Autry got some action. 2 outs put away by the Cabot center fielder. Ends the Conway threat. 3 up, 3 down for Cabot. Top of the second coming up next on Conway Corp. Our final Diamond Sports broadcast live today here on Conway Corp. Head to the top of the second. It'll be Autry, Cooper, and Fulbright due up for the Panthers.
Leading off for the Lady Panthers, the center fielder number 23, Ali Autry.
Autry was busy in the bottom of the first. Recorded the last 2 outs for the Panthers.
Didn't want to say much, but the last pop up with Sylvia, the ball really kind of rolled around in the glove there at the end. So you got to squeeze.
First pitch swinging, Autry pokes it over to second. Briar White puts her away, 4-3 for out number 1.
Nicely done by Briar White. Now batting the pitcher, number 3, Addison Cooper.
Cooper trying to help her own cause here. Who are the Wampus Cats playing today?
North Little Rock.
First pitch to Cooper. Briar White staying busy. 2 pitches, 2 4-3 putouts for Briar White.
She's 1 away from the national record of converting outs in fielding attempts. 1 away. Of course, it's tied by 3 million people. But now batting the first baseman, number 4, Addison Fulbright. If she gets the putout, though, she ties the national record.
What do they call a 3-pitch inning?
No,
we're not
look at you. You getting jinxed. What are you doing to broadcast jinx?
Sorry.
We got it.
There's no fun term for that, Alex? Yeah. I mean, 3 pitches and 3 outs is more efficient than striking 3 people out in a row.
So we need to say this here. As wild as she was in the first inning, she has been dialed in this inning. Hasn't thrown anything but strikes so far.
2 pitch.
Ooh. Jenna
just outside.
Jenna tried. She really tried to frame that one back. First ball of the inning with 2 outs.
It's a 1-2 count here for Fulbright. No one on for the Panthers. The pitch from King up in the zone evens the count at 2-2.
Raised the eye level. She put her outside. Raised the eye level. I'd go with the drop off on that outside pitch that she just really grooves.
Pitch from King.
There it is.
Swung through. Strikeout number 2 for King. Strikeout 105 on the year for the senior. Is she a senior? No, junior. Thankfully, just a junior.
Thank you. Yes, junior. Don't talk
Bottom of the second. Coming up next on Conway Corp. The question and you get an answer. That's how it works with Alex Douglas, okay?
You're not going to leave a question open and out there just hanging like a Chad. No hanging
A
Chad.
3-pitch inning is a succinct inning.
It's ridiculous. I don't know that I believe it. Alex, I don't know if I believe it.
I believe it.
I believe.
He's never lied to me.
Yeah, well.
Intentionally.
Leading off for the Lady Cats, the first baseman, number 12, Shelby Brock.
Shelby leading the team in runs batted in, 24 on the year. She's hitting .423.
How many homers? 1 or 2?
3 home runs for Shelby Brock.
Shorted her.
I think we're up to 13 now for the team. First pitch fouled back for strike 1.
Shelby makes contact. She can go. She can definitely drive it. Had two of our batters in the first inning, 2 to 3, popped up to center field. So we're having a little trouble staying on top of the ball. Want to drive it here.
1 pitch bounced in for ball 1.
Shelby, then Carly Wilcott, the designated player, is on deck. And then Destiny Spencer. Be
That
good.
pitch is out for ball 2.
Would be good to get Shelby on here. Need to see a baser and a lady cat on the pads.
Cooper calls for time.
Little equipment adjustment. Now we're ready.
So we know the pitch clock sneaking its way in to baseball at different levels. Probably never going to need one for softball.
No, as fast as this is. Yeah, it looks like Cabot's working. It has a electronic system for the catcher. See it on her.
Looks like she has an AirPod in.
Yeah, and she's got the pack on her back there. I like it. To me, this is okay. I'm okay.
2-2 pitch to Brock. Tried to bloop it out into right field. Just foul.
Ooh, that was close. That'd been a double. Yeah, I'm old school guy, and so I like signals and all this. I know it's hard to believe, but I do like the whole signals thing. However, I like this notion here. It makes sure that they're on the same page, and so it does help the game kind of pace itself along.
2-2 pitch. Swung on.
Sorry.
Out to the right side, out of play. Just trying to line it out here.
You know, but I like it though, and I thought that we'd see a little bit of this. She does not overpower you with the speed, but she throws so many breaking balls that you really do have to stay back, and that forces a lot of times shots to the right side.
2-2 again. Rolled over to the shortstop. Duncan. 6-3 for out number 1.
Next up for the Lady Cats, the designated player number 10, Carly Wilcott.
Now, as I understand it, the freshman had a little bit of an injury. She played last week, when she was in the game. She's DHing, essentially. First pitch fouled back. Last week, I told you, the Wilcott grandparents in Alabama,
yeah.
they don't know what Twitter is, so they couldn't send me a picture. But I heard they're here today. They made the trip from Alabama.
Hopefully they're wearing blue. Maybe hard for them to do.
That's foul to the left side. Wilcott behind 0-2.
They might feel more at home with the red over here.
Oh, because of Alabama.
Alabama, but let's put some blue on.
Well, just because they live there doesn't mean that they're
Yeah.
Alabama fans necessarily.
Well, okay. You're either Alabama or you're Auburn.
Yeah.
You don't have much in between.
0-2 down, bounced in for ball 1.
Good idea, and I like. Carly's a freshman, right?
She is. Yeah.
Yeah, I love her approach at the plate. She really is open stance, but she's aggressive. Now she'll as a freshman she'll make some mistakes, but boy, she really is aggressive at the plate.
1-2 keeps it alive, fouling that back.
Several pitches into this at bat.
I hope they just were, they weren't so appalled by our calls that they decided to just come and see it in person.
Forget the broadcast.
Yeah.
Let's just go from Alabama. Great that they're here. Wow. Got to go. That's good. She's going to make the bag.
Ball got away. Wilcott beats the throw down to first. So strikeout, but she'll take first.
Love it. Any way to get on. Next up for the Lady Cats, the third baseman, number 2, Destiny Spencer. Made a great play last broadcast against North Little Rock. She turned a critical double play at third base and actually made it 2 or 3 other really, really sharp plays at third base. Very impressive with her defensive approach.
Spencer's drawn 9 walks on the year. She's up in the walks committee for your Lady Cats.
It's okay. I mean, again, you want to get on and let somebody drive one. That's all what you're looking for.
Wilcott at first, 1 out, swung on out into left
trouble.
Center field. That's going to drop. Wilcott advances to second. on the single from Spencer.
Yeah, that's a single. Nobody touched it, and it was in the kind of in the Bermuda Triangle there. Hard to get to. Brings up Mags. Next up for the Lady Cats, the right fielder, number 17, Mags Williams.
It's hard to believe, as small as the field is, that pop-ups like that can land somewhere. But
I know.
They can.
I know. Well, you have to protect. You have to protect deep in the small fields. You really do have to protect deep, and so the ones that float just over the crown of the infield, man, they can be trouble. She didn't get a good jump. The other thing is just how quickly can you get a good jump? It may look like it's traveling, and it just doesn't.
Williams down 0-2 after fouling that off.
I think that's the first hit of the ball game.
That is correct.
Okay. Goes to the Lady Cats.
Yeah, all of Cabot's base runners came from a walk, an error, and a hit by pitch.
They covered them all. That's a strike.
2 to Mags is in there. Strikes out looking for out number 2.
Yeah, floated in there. She didn't. Got caught looking. Next up for the Lady Cats, the right fielder, center fielder, number 14, Paisley Porter.
Now, Porter's interesting because she's come on here lately, just 10 at-bats. She's got 5 hits, 2 of them home runs.
What?
Freshman showing a little pop here late in the season.
Wow, 2 home runs? Get out
Yeah,
of
she's
here.
5 for 10 with two home runs, a double, and 2 singles.
Nice. Batting 500. Wow.
We can see why they're starting to work her in.
Yeah, I would too. There you go. Well,
Looped out to right field, not enough on it as Walton chases it down for out number 3. Top of the third, coming up next on Conway Corp. Trying to convince Tim Roach to partake in broadcast year ending festivities and been denied.
Waffle House is a no. But I do love the Waffle House.
You did go after the Cabot football game.
Yeah. And it was.
I took pictures.
What a great night that was, by the way. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I remember those pictures. This is the 9-hole hitter. Leading off for the Lady Panthers, the designated player, number 19, Melina Poe.
It'll be Poe, Walton, and Duncan due up for Cabot here in the top of the third.
Whatever she did, whatever she found in the second inning, she needs to keep that up. I'm talking about Sylvia here.
First pitch to Poe.
Slapper.
Outside.
So the 9-hole hitter is a slapper. She'll take off. She'll start mostly in the back of the box, but then she moves towards the pitcher looking for kind of a slap bunt or a slap hit. It gives her a couple of edges to get into the bag.
Made contact there, but that's fouled back out of play.
The critical thing for slappers is you have to be still in the box when you make contact. If you get outside the box and make contact, it's an out. Or I don't know if it's an out, it's a strike.
Whether you swing or not.
Yeah, whether you string, if you make contact, yeah, it's a deal. So you got to be in the box when you make contact.
1-1, she makes contact there. Great pick over at first by Shelby Brock. 3 unassisted for out number 1.
Yeah, use the backhand. Nicely done, Shelby. Back to the top of the order now. Now batting the right fielder, number 1, Michaela Walton.
We're confident about Michaela, right?
Well, I said Michaela because.
Oh, did you say Michaelia? Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, I thought you said La that time, but
Michaela.
Michaelia.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's how I would call it.
I mean, that's what it looks like.
It could be Michaela. What would you say, Ava? How would you pronounce that? Michaela or Michaela? Yeah. Michaela? See, she said
It's good to
Michaela.
ask Ava because her last name starts with a K and an N.
If there was an H at the end of the name, I would say Michaela, but it's without the A. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna go with.
If she was on the lineup, you would want to find out.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Hey, 1-2. Now that we've established it's Michaela.
According to us.
According to Tim
And Ava.
Levi and Ava, it's Michaela. And I'm gonna get some random email that somebody's gonna find me, or they're gonna get me on Twitter and say no.
We had Camino all the way back on April Fool's Day.
Remember Camino?
And I made the Star Wars reference. That's rolled over. Back to King. Strong throw to first. 1-3 for out number 2.
Boy, she did make a good throw. That's a hard spot for Sylvia. Perfectly done. Well executed. Now batting the shortstop, number 7, Alyssa Duncan.
I only bring up the Camino reference again because yesterday was May the 4th and today is Revenge of the 5th.
Oh, God, you Star Wars people.
That's for Kylan.
So ridiculous.
First pitch swung on out to right field, chased down by Mags Williams.
Got somebody right there, Levi.
Nice, nice, nice. 1, 2, 3. Down goes Cabot here in the third. Bottom half coming up next on Conway Corp.
I don't live for movies.
Arguing
real life.
about the last time you saw a movie in theater was probably 1990, and then Justin chimed in and said, what was it, the Santa Claus?
No, you know what it was? The last movie I saw was Finding Nemo.
Okay, and that was in 1990. That was more like 2001.
Finding Nemo. Went with the kids.
Well, you can come with me.
I mean, this is serious. Life is serious. It's not all about movies and.
That's why you need movies, because life is too serious sometimes.
No, I disagree.
Okay? I need a distraction.
What you need to do is find your real self.
No. Found him, don't like him, avoid him at all costs.
The Levi from OARC. All right, let's go. Who is this?
This should be Lightfoot.
Yeah, it's Lightfoot. Leading off for the Lady Cats, the left fielder, number 3, Braley Lightfoot. You make the last play. No, she's left fielder.
No,
yeah, I keep the right and left.
Williams.
I right and left.
Well, to be fair, you did originally right fielder on your PA lineup. So.
Yeah. So what was that, a strike or a ball? It was close. I didn't see the hand go up. That's a strike. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Be good to get the 9-hole hitter up. That's outside.
Takes on the second pitch. Whew.
Give Blue credit there. He's really moving with the pitches, trying to get the angle on if they're out or in.
My new favorite type of reel or short is these umps that wear the GoPros on while they're calling games.
Yep.
Swinging there for strike 2. Because let's just face it, I'm never going to umpire a game.
No, you're not.
But if I can see what it's like on YouTube, I'm all about it.
You take things.
It's a tough job.
Dude, you take things too personally. You would never be an umpire.
Oh, yeah, no. I'd cry.
I would actually like to be an umpire. I wouldn't mind throwing a few people
because
out of ball
you
games.
would, yeah. I mean, you would.
Yeah.
You are a confrontational person.
Yeah, no, let's go.
Yeah.
You want to challenge that? Sure. And
You throw everybody out.
well, I'm sure there's some umpires out there and some referees that probably want to throw me off the broadcast.
2-2 to Lightfoot
Multiple.
foul back into
Yeah,
into
I
the
didn't
ump.
know. I didn't talk that into existence.
I don't know.
But yeah, I'm not. Nice timeout here.
Is this one of your faves?
What's that?
You know,
Timeout.
your
What?
umpiring crew. You like this crew?
Yeah, so far I'm actually. I
No,
mean, I
no,
did,
no, no. So far, I'm
Yeah.
talking about historically.
Oh, no. No.
Okay.
No.
I didn't think I'd get a real answer, but
yeah.
thank you.
I listen. That's a tough job. They don't get paid a lot of money, and they're out here working hard. My problem is always it's my problem. It's not the it is. It's a personal problem I have with just whole me seeing the world in a fair but yet somehow angled toward Conway. Ooh.
Lightfoot sneaks one through on the left side past the third baseman.
That's going to be E5, right through the wicket. But I'll take it.
Leadoff batter reaches for Conway.
Next up for the Lady Cats, the shortstop, number 1, Braylon Merritt.
Okay, we got a dispute.
What?
You called it an E.
Oh, it's right in the
Alex
wicket.
called it a hit.
It went right between her legs.
Did it?
Yeah.
First pitch swinging here for Merritt. That'll be chased down by Walton for the first out.
No, that's an E5, right between the legs. Yeah, no, she didn't get a glove on it, but it was in between her legs. That's still an E. Got to be an E.
I always want to give people a hit, just because.
It's Cabot. It's an error. Now batting the catcher, number 5, Jenna Carrington.
So you would rather give Cabot an error than Conway a hit? Okay,
Right
I
now,
see how it
yes.
is. Okay,
Right now,
yeah.
yes.
No, it makes sense.
If you talk to me tomorrow, I might be a little bit more forgiving.
No, I'm tracking. I got you.
You see where I'm standing? Standing on business.
Yep. One out, Lightfoot at first. Pitch is inside.
We're not really driving the ball. I mean, we've hit what is that? At least 3 or 4 pop flies, easy, lazy flies. Just not really. It's gonna take a real power swing to get it out of her. She's not really throwing that fast. Boy, she's tricky with her placement.
Swung on.
Oh, man.
Popped up.
That's not gonna get out.
It's going to get foul, but chased down by the second baseman, Nicholson.
All right. Sylvia has the chance to drive here. Next up for the Lady Cats, the pitcher, number 9, Sylvia King.
Sylvia, 22 runs batted in on the year. She flew out to center field back in the first inning.
Yeah, just barely missed it, man. Real close to driving the ball out.
2 outs, Lightfoot at first. First pitch swinging out into right center field. Walton moved over a little bit to her right, put that away. Ends the Conway threat here in the bottom of the third. Top of the fourth coming up next on Conway Corp. Live at Conway. Top of the fourth. Due up for Cabot, Riley, Ballou, and Nicholson.
Man, Levi, I mean, it could change in a moment. I know that. But, wow, this has the feeling of that one of those 1-0 ball games, doesn't it? Somebody's going to have to make a mistake.
As long as the good guys have the one, I'm okay with it.
Correct. Leading off for the Lady Panthers, the left fielder, number 21, Lauren Riley. When I have to do the baseball PA for the state championship games, I'm going to have to be even for both sides, and that maybe includes Conway.
I can't wait.
Can you imagine
if Conway's in there, there's no way. You'll never get invited back.
That's the rule.
It don't matter.
It could be the last PA game that I ever do. For
First
AAA.
and last state championship.
You know what?
PA
I'm gonna tell you
game,
something.
yeah.
Maybe that they walk in and they go, "Yeah, you're done."
Oh man. Speaking of the Wampus Cats, they got their first loss last week.
Had to
at
stop.
Cabot.
Yes, this very Cabot. But they were down five runs early in the ball game.
And they battled back then.
They did, and they tied it up in the top of the seventh. And I think they had an error that allowed the first or the winning run for Cabot. Great pitch. So yeah, but you know what? I mean, the conference title was wrapped up. He hates to lose. Don't get me wrong; they all hate to lose. However, you know, if you're gonna find out something about your team and how they respond, now's the time. Don't wait till
don't wait till the state tournament.
Don't wait till you say, well, where you have to say, here's how you responded, and it's at the banquet at the end of the year because you've lost out of the tournament. You don't want to do that. So, anyway, back to softball.
King behind on Riley 3-1. Pitch from King, swung on, grounded right back to King. 1-3 for out number one.
Yeah, the Lady Cats have looked sharp this last 2 innings. Want to see that continue. Now batting the catcher, number 12, Tate Ballou.
A lot of ground balls.
A lot of ground balls.
Ballou grounded into a double play back in the first with the bases loaded and no outs.
It's my favorite one. Hey! Here's one for the wake up over here with the Conway folks.
Just making sure they're paying attention.
Yeah. Don't put your face on the net.
It's taut, but not that taut.
It's not that taut. That would have come through several inches.
1-0 pitch from King. Ooh, just missed the outside.
Just a bit outside. Good call. Yep, it was outside. Jenna could not bring it back. Look at me agreeing with officials. Everybody can grow. Everybody can change.
Okay. It's inside. She got out of the way of it.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, almost.
Now
Looked like it was about to hit her foot.
She is the catcher. You probably need your feet when you're going to catch, but I think I would have worn that one. It was breaking ball inside, wasn't a fastball.
A 3-0 count to Ballou. She'll take a strike on the inside.
She did not have the green light. Again, else she swings away. Now she's the 4-hole hitter, so if anybody was going to get it, probably her.
Coach Cope, I think he's been there, what, like 12 years, 13?
37 years.
Okay.
Started when he was 2.
Yeah, he's been swinging through there. It's full count.
Been there a long time. Great coach. They are always ready to go. They don't have a drop-off in Cabot softball. He absolutely knows what he's doing. He's been there and done it.
Payoff pitch to Ballou. Swung on right back to Sylvia. Knocked it down with her glove. Collected herself. 1-3 again here for the second out.
How many 1-3s have we had? Several. Or,
3.
1-2. We also had a 1-2.
Well, the 1-2-3. Yeah, that's true.
Now batting the second baseman, number 10, Peyton Nicholson. Yeah, there have been a lot of comebackers.
Only one fly ball.
Oops.
And a liner right there for a 2-out single for Nicholson.
Yeah, Sylvia grooved one right down the middle. She didn't miss. That's the first pitch really nobody's missed. I mean, or somebody did not miss. Reverse my words there. She did not miss that one. She squared that one. Barreled it up. Now batting the center fielder, number 23, Allie Autry. She was looking first pitch fastball, and she got it.
Autry grounded out to second to lead off the second inning.
Oh, what's wrong with that? Wow.
It's called ball one.
That was not a ball.
2 outs, Nicholson at first, and a 1-0 count to Autry. That's fouled to the right side.
Should be 0-2, but it's 1-1. You got to work with what you got.
One pitch on the way. It's outside for ball two.
Don't want to put her on. We don't need a runner at second, so I'm going to come a little closer to the inside of the plate here.
Came up in the zone, got the called strike. It's 2-2.
Yep, good call. That was a strike. All right. You don't really want to mess around here, but you also don't want to just absolutely groove it. So maybe drop it off the outside edge, her pitch. There it is.
Got her swinging for the final out of the inning. Cabot had 1 hit. No runs, no errors. They leave 1 on base. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th next on Conway Corp. Live on Conway Corp.
I wonder if you're talking to Eli White.
Oh, Eli White. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Eli.
I know her.
Yeah. Softballer and volleyballer and all that stuff. And she claims to have aced every final. It's ridiculous, and I don't know if I believe it. UCA just got done with their finals, and so you aced them, huh? Okay.
So is Breyer younger sister? A cousin, okay.
They're all related in some way. Leading off for the Lady Cats, the first baseman, number 12, Shelby Brock.
And you're going to make sure that she knows that you're joking about the whole Eli White thing, right?
Ella White. She is my favorite among all the white folks. Yes. Excellent volleyball player as well as a softball.
What about Riley?
No,
or Logan?
Logan, I drafted Logan. Did you know this?
I did not.
So in Little League, I coached Little League and went to the draft. Logan did not try out in trying to sneak in. Somebody wanted to sneak him into their team. And we drew the number 1 out of the hat, drew the number 1 piece of paper. And the coach goes, all right. So he had a list of all the tryouts, and he knew exactly who he wanted. And I said, we're not getting any of those. We're getting this guy right here. And he goes, who? And I said, Logan, we're going to go with that. So when I said, they said, okay, Alabama, that's who we were. Who are you taking? I went, Logan White. And 7 or 8 guys in the room went, oh, my God. Logan, man, one of my favorite people of all time. He was a great player. Played great for the Wampus Cats in football.
Shelby Brock's worked a 3-1 count. Swung on, grounded over to the right side. Diving stop by Fulbright. 3 unassisted for out number 1.
That was see right there. That's the kind of pitch that I think that we're going to try to do a lot of. Wait on the ball to travel and get that right side done. Next up for the Lady Cats, the designated player, number 10, Carly Wilcott.
Carly struck out in the second, but reached base on a pass ball.
Yeah, that's your favorite kind of strikeout if you're a Lady Cat.
First pitch swinging. It's going to get out of play, but chased down by Nicholson.
Well, we've seen a lot of pop-ups tonight. My goodness. Next up for the Lady Cats, the third baseman, number 2, Destiny Spencer.
So it's been a lot of ground outs for Cabot. It's been a lot of fly outs and pop outs for us.
Yeah, it's been a different tale of two things. And it's just we're not quite squaring it up, not getting middle of the ball.
Spencer first pitch swinging.
It's another one that's trouble,
And
but
flies out to left field,
wow.
chased down by Riley. Short inning for your Lady Cats. They go down in order. Top of the fifth. Coming up next on Conway Corp. Well, top of the fifth, scoreless.
I thought you were going to say, well, here we are again. Here we are. Zeros across the board for both teams.
Which, I mean, the ADHD part of me enjoys it.
Yeah, well. Leading off for the Lady Panthers, the pitcher, number 3, Addison Cooper.
Would love to see a crooked number here in the fifth, just in the bottom, not
side,
in the top.
In the bottom side, yes.
Cooper grounded out to second in the second inning. She takes a first pitch strike.
Yeah, breaking ball that got by Jenna. That was a really good pitch. Let's see. She is in the 7 hole, is Addison.
Takes a ball outside. 1-1 count. You know, she's pitched real well. She's only given up 1 hit.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. And that 1 hit could have been caught if they got a better jump. It was just kind of in no man's land there, but it's still a hit.
She's behind in the count 1-2.
So how many hits do they have? 1 or 2?
Cabot, I have them down with 1 hit.
Yeah, so 2 hits the entire ball game. Wow.
And that was last inning, a 2-out single from Nicholson.
The only real drama was in the first inning, top of the first. They loaded the bases up, no outs, no hits.
And that hit from Nicholson, really the only hard hit ball
for
that
either
we've
team.
seen.
Squared.
King will chase that pop-up down.
Stole it from Briar White.
1 away.
I think Briar was calling it, and Sylvia was not having it. Now batting the first baseman, number 4, Addison Fulbright.
Fulbright struck out in the second to end the inning. Shows bunt there, pulled it back. That's a called ball, I believe.
Destiny Spencer almost beat the ball to the plate.
I know. Called it a strike.
She was on the run. Let's see if she squares again with 1 strike. Yes, she does.
Gets it down. Spencer chased it down. Throw from her knees.
That's my girl right there.
Destiny Spencer, the freshman.
That is a sweet play. Put a star by that one. She was right on top of it. Great bunt and just a better play defensively. Now batting the designated player, number 19, Melina Poe.
Poe 0 for 1. Grounded out to Shelby Brock First pitch swinging. King snags it with the left hand. Quick inning here for your Lady Cats. Bottom half of the fifth coming up next on Conway Corp. Up for your Lady Cats here in the bottom of the fifth. It's Williams, Porter, and Lightfoot.
Williams, Porter, and Lightfoot sounds like a law firm.
It does.
Mags playing right field. Right field. I almost said left again. Leading off for the Lady Cats, the right fielder, number 17, Mags Williams.
Mags struck out on 3 pitches back in the second.
Yeah, got caught looking on a really good pitch from Cooper.
First pitch swinging there. Diving play from Fulbright. Throw not in time.
And I agree with that call, by the way, not just because I'm a Conway guy. Mags flying down the line. Great bunt. She went way up to get it. Great job. Now batting the center fielder, number 14, Paisley Porter.
So no outs, a runner on for your Lady Cats. You're in the bottom of the fifth. Time to get something going. First pitch to Porter. Big swing. Couldn't connect.
Coach Cope with no real argument there. I mean, and it's a bang-bang play, but it really did look like she got there. Just a great job of hustling down the line. Great play by the first baseman, but just not enough time.
Porter swinging again, just got a piece, but it's 0-2.
All right, got to protect here.
Coach Hickey calling time. What do you think the conversation looks like right now?
Just settle in. Basically, just don't put too much pressure on yourself. Just go with it, but you got to protect here. Need to advance that runner. She's a freshman, right?
Yes, that is
yeah,
correct.
sometimes you got to get a tough conversation in there. But
0-2 pitch,
there
grounded over through the hole.
Good conversation.
On the left side. 2 on for your Lady Cats, no outs.
Effective communication. Lady Cats. Left fielder, number 3, Braley Lightfoot. Right and left, right and left, right and left, right and left.
I took that shot that Kylan had. I just did it myself over here. Sorry, Kylan. I didn't tell you that I did that. It was a good shot, a little conversation that I wanted to try and capture.
No, listen, it's okay. You don't apologize to me. Apologize to Justin over
there. Yeah, I will. Hey, he got us on the air, which was a miracle in itself.
No apologies needed. Thank you, Justin.
2 on, no outs. Lightfoot showed bunt, pulled it back, and that got across.
Yeah, a little low.
I think that's strike 2, yeah.
Yeah, that was a little low. Cabot caught a break there. Braley's a slapper. She can slap. I don't know if she's going to do it here or not, but she needs to make contact, move the runners around.
The pitch from Cooper, grounded over to the shortstop. 6-4. but cannot get the double play at first. So runners on the corners with just one out.
Next up for the Lady Cats, shortstop number 1, Braylon Merritt. You know, the shortstop there could have made a quick decision to go to third to get the lead runner if she wanted to. The ball was right at that spot where the runner was right in front.
First pitch swinging for Merritt.
Here we go.
Out to center field.
Play at the plate.
Williams will tag up. Throw in time, but gets the foot in there under the tag. And your Lady Cats take the lead 1-0.
Great throw by the center fielder, number 23, Allie Autry. But boy, Mags Williams flying down the line. Nice job, Mags.
Sack fly RBI for Braylon Merritt.
Next up for the Lady Cats, the catcher, number 5, Jenna Carrington. Runner in scoring position, still have.
Porter advanced to second off the throw to home. First pitch swinging for Carrington. And Autry gets over in time, but the damage done. Your Lady Cats on the board, 1-0. They lead as we head to the top of the 6th on Conway Corp. Top of the order due up for Cabot as we come back here in the top of the 6th. It's Walton, Duncan, Riley.
Yes, the drama is now on. Top of the order, top of the 6th. They're down 1. See what happens from here. Leading off for the Lady Panthers, the right fielder, number 1, Michaela Walton.
Walton 0 for 1. She walked in the first, got all the way around to third, but did not score. She was the first out in that 1-2-3 double play. Takes a ball to lead off the at-bat here.
Trying to get her, entice her, move her eyes out there. See if she comes in a little closer this time.
1-0 pitch from King comes inside this time.
Yeah, she moved around just too low. No wind to speak of.
I mean, it's
0.
The good thing is it's not blistering.
No, pretty day. Tomorrow's going to be different.
2-0 pitch. Wow.
Now what you wanted to do is get the leadoff runner on, so you got to be careful here. They're not going to be swinging. They're going to looking for a pass. Something right down Center Street.
That gets in there for strike 1.
Just like that. All right. Now you still need to leave it there, but you want to try not center cut it.
3-1 from King, swung on out into right center field. That'll drop. Play at second. Throw not in time with a leadoff double for Walton.
Yeah, it's good swing right there. Put it right where we weren't. Mags almost got there. She was thinking double the whole way. Now batting the shortstop, number 7, Alyssa Duncan.
Duncan reached on an error in the first. flew out to right field in the third.
See if they move her around. They will.
They lay down the bunt. Throw bounces over to first. Brock couldn't pick it. Excuse me, that wasn't Brock, that was White. Had moved over to second, so runners on the corners, no outs.
More drama. Now batting the left fielder, number 21, Lauren Riley. Yeah, now they're looking to. You could see a lay down a bunt to the right side. So we are playing up on both corners.
First pitch to Riley.
Good catch.
Is outside.
Way outside, and Jenna did a great job to snag that. But now it's not a lot of room back here, but that ball caroms around. That's a tie ball game.
It's like pinball.
Yeah.
Swung on. Right back up the middle. Toss over to second, not in time. A run scores. And Riley reaches first.
Yeah, tried to get the lead runner, or the at least that piece of the tandem. I think that was the right decision. Just didn't quite execute in time. Cabot does tie the ball game up. Coach Hickey going out. 2
on and no outs. A chance for the Panthers to do more than just tie it.
Yeah, you may see them try to. Listen, now this is the 4-hole, so I mean she can drive the ball, and so you might not see a bunt out of this position, but we're not scoring at a great rate right now, and so getting one more run with just 2 at bats left might be enticing to Coach Cope. So we'll see what they do with her. Might trade it out here for another base.
Runners at first and second, no outs. Showed bunt there. Be fouled off.
So there's your answer.
Interesting answer.
Yeah, trade off is, but one run could be the difference here. I mean,
literally the difference.
Could be. Yeah, no, it is the difference, but it could be the final one.
Well, will she show it again? She does. Pulled back, but he called that a strike? No. Okay.
No ball. 1 strike, 1 ball. No outs.
I keep thinking I'm hearing strike.
Yeah. Softball calls behind the plate are different in terms of their timing, that's for sure.
Shows it again.
Destiny Spencer literally in the box with Tate here.
2-1 might change the calculus a bit.
Yeah, it could. I think she's bunting, though.
Shows bunt again, gets it down. Spencer, throw from her knees. Gets the out at first. Both runners do advance.
That's the trade-off. Great play again by Destiny from the knee. That's twice she's thrown from the ground to get the runner out. So nicely done there. Could have very easily been bases loaded with 1 out. Now batting the second baseman, number 10, Peyton Nicholson.
Nicholson, the only other Cabot Panther with a hit besides Walton. First pitch swinging, grounded over to Brock at first, but a run scores from third. The Panthers take the lead, 2-1.
Yeah, they're going to play there. You just have to hopefully get just 1 run down. But hit to the right side was going to score there. Not enough time. Now batting the center fielder, number 23, Allie Autry.
So with 2 outs, Autry comes on. Riley did advance to third. Off the swing from Nicholson. Chance here for Conway to end the bleeding at just 1, being down 1.
Yep, just 1 runner on the bags now, third base.
Grounded over to first. Brock got a glove on it. Briar White was fielded the ball off of Brock's glove as she chased down first, just lost control of the ball.
Wow. Tough break there.
Another Cabot run comes across. They lead 3-1.
Now batting the pitcher, number 3, Addison Cooper.
So 2 outs, a runner at first for Cooper. Takes a called first strike.
Good pitch there. Painted the outside corner.
Man, how quickly things can change.
Yeah, glanced off of Shelby into Breyer and couldn't control the ball to the bag.
It's outside for ball 1.
But it's doesn't. Isn't it funny though? 2 runs seems like an absolute mountain at this point. The way that Addison Cooper is throwing the ball, we're just not making a lot of good contact.
1-1, grounded over the second baseman. White with the throw to first. 4-3 ends the Cabot threat, but the damage is done. 3 runs come across. The Panthers take a 3-1 lead into the bottom of the 6th next on Conway Corp. 3-1 here at the softball field as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Tim, you said you had a score on the Wampus Cats?
7-2 Wampus Cats, bottom of the 4th is the last score I saw. That's good news. Bounce back.
It'll be Carrington, King, and Brock due up for your Lady Cats here in the 6th. Oh, no, I have it wrong. Sorry.
Sylvia. Leading off for the Lady Cats, the pitcher number 9, Sylvia King.
That's my fault. I didn't record her final out.
She flied out to right field or center.
I was just so happy we had the lead. I forgot to even record it. First pitch swinging for King. That's going to fall. Sylvia King, leadoff single.
Nicely done. Texas leaguer.
And she will have a courtesy runner.
She will. Let's see who it's going to be. It's great. Grace Espinoza running at first base. And at the plate, the first baseman, number 12, Shelby Brock.
Grace has scored 19 runs on the year.
My kingdom for a big fly.
Well, that would be Shelby's 4th of the year if it happens. Looked like she was thinking about it there.
Yeah, great pitch there. Dove off the outside edge, little breaking ball. She doesn't throw that many fastballs. Everything's got a lot of movement, just not a lot of speed. Just got to stay back.
Espinoza at first, no outs. Oh, what a play by the second baseman. Diving catch by Nicholson, gets the throw at first for a double play.
Wow. One step too many off. Next up for the Lady Cats, the designated player number 10, Carly Wilcott.
Man, what a promising inning.
That's
Suddenly deflated.
Great play by the second baseman, and that is
Nicholson.
Nicholson, yeah. Really nice job there.
First pitch to Wilcott is in for strike 1.
If that's off the glove, could be looking at runners at first and third with no outs. Instead, it's a double play. Inning killer, man.
That's popped up. It'll get back out of play. I was expecting a thud above our heads, but it just kept going.
Yeah, I think it traveled.
Like the Cabot fans.
They traveled well. They filled up the side, yeah. They always do. Conway and Cabot, they always travel well to each other's place.
0-2 pitch in there for strikeout number 4 for Cooper, and ends Conway's inning here in the 6th. Top of the 7th up next on Conway Corp. Back live here in Conway. That's 20, no, 30. It's 23 or 33. I think we might have a change here. Yeah, because 23 is Autry.
This is Addison Meeks. Let him get it entered into the book, and then I'll call it. Leading off for the Lady Panthers, number 33, Addison Meeks.
Our first look at Meeks here today. Hitting in the spot of Addison Fulbright. First pitch up and in. Ball 1.
Good pitch.
That's up and away. Ball 2.
Yeah, need to find the zone here. Dial it back in. You don't want to start putting the runners on.
She was off in the first inning, crisp in innings 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then kind of lost some of that control in the 6th.
Well, we had a couple of misplays that we could have helped us out a little bit, but yeah.
And Meeks got a 3-0 count.
In those 3 innings, too, I think we had a leadoff walk. Well, actually had a leadoff double on one of the innings.
Well, that was the last inning. Yeah,
that was the leadoff double, yeah. So they've had several on leadoffs on, and we just it comes back to haunt you. Eventually, they're going to get you.
3-1 pitch from King. That's fouled back. Just barely got a piece.
Way to battle back.
Full count on Meeks. Bounced it in. It's a leadoff walk for Cabot.
Have a courtesy runner out there.
First walk since the very first batter of the game.
Is that Addison Fulbright? Addison Fulbright running at first base.
All right, so she just came right back in.
Yeah. Next up for the Lady Panthers, the designated player, number 19, Melina Poe.
Poe 0 for 2 on the day. Grounded out to first and lined out back to King in the 5th. Drops a bunt on the first pitch. King she had to hesitate as she was waiting for White to get over to first, but the throw is in time. 1-3. but it advances Fulbright to second.
I think he's going to argue that she came off the bag too early. That's what I believe he's going to argue, but he's not going to get anywhere. It's just a message he's trying to send. Yeah, you're not
got a big thumbs up from the
yeah. Thank you.
the official out
I
there.
appreciate you. I appreciate your encouragement. Now batting the right fielder, number 1, Michaela Walton.
Duly noted. Walton had the leadoff double last inning.
Yeah.
Came around and scored. Was the first run scored for Cabot. First pitch swinging there, grounded hard over to short. Merritt got a glove on it, couldn't field it cleanly.
May have taken her eyes off it just a little bit. Hesitated with the runner at second base, giving her a look there. Now batting the shortstop, number 7, Alyssa Duncan.
So Fulbright at second, Walton at first. And just one out here.
You bobble a ball on the left side of the field in softball, it's almost written off. You just can't make that quick thing. You're looking for trouble because you're going to rush it. Just trying to make the play and not worth it there. I think it's a good decision by Brolin.
End up throwing it into the fence or into the dirt.
Yeah. Or if in the case of May Roach, throwing it over the batter's box, the batter's cage in down the right field line.
That's lined out in the left field, drops for a single. Throw into third. No runners will score, but the base is loaded after the single by Duncan.
Now batting the left fielder, number 21, Lauren Riley.
Riley was hit by a pitch in the first, grounded out in the fourth, reached on a fielder's choice in the sixth.
Danger, Will Robinson. That you don't know that quote, but that's okay.
I lost in space, I understand.
Look at you. What is that? Oh, Geeknotech. You get the.
Well, there was a Lost in Space movie that came out in my childhood.
The movie.
Yeah.
Of course it was the movie.
So, yeah, I'm not familiar with the series.
Yeah, okay. By the way, it was a terrible series.
Well, from what I recall, it was a terrible movie as well. So.
Well, yeah.
Or at least it didn't catch my attention.
Either way, it's danger for the Lady Cats here. This one could get away very quickly if we can't shut this down. Need another tap back to the mound or to the circle.
2-0 pitch gets in there for strike one.
I'd take a strikeout as well. Need a crisp one to third base, first base, or the pitcher here, or a strikeout to avoid another run going out.
Two-one pitch from King, just too far outside, ball 3.
No place to put her. Got to come in here now. Can't mess around.
Bases loaded, 1 out. Pitch from King. Swung through for the strikeout.
No, it's not a strikeout.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I
Man,
wish.
I wish you
were
got ahead
right.
of myself.
Yeah. 3-2, but that's that pitch. That's her out pitch. You're going to need to throw it again.
I'm looking ahead.
Yeah, she needs to throw it again.
Outside. A walk for Riley will bring in Fulbright from third. Man, I wish that had been a strikeout.
Now batting the catcher, number 12, Tate Ballou.
Walton at third, Duncan at second, Riley now at first. Bases loaded, 1 out. Ballou pops it up. Carrington puts it away for out number 2.
Would have loved that last at bat. Now batting the second baseman, number 10, Peyton Nicholson. Almost said Peyton Manning.
Nicholson 1 for 3, had that liner single back in the 4th.
And also made the great play.
She did it again. Yeah. Lined into center field, 1 run scores. 2 runs will score. Throw down to third. Ball came out. Got the tag, but the ball came out during the tag. Still waiting for the call. calling it safe.
And she was.
A 2 RBI single for Nicholson. She advances to second after the throw.
She had a great game. Now batting the center fielder, number 23, Ali Autry.
So Riley advanced all the way to third. Nicholson's at second. 3 runs have come across in the inning. 2 outs here for Autry. First pitch swinging. Grounder over to White. Recovered. That ball bounced up into her face, but gets the final out. 4-3. Cabot leads 6-1. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th after this break on Conway Corp. Back live, final chance here for your Lady Cats. They trailed 3-1 going into the top of the 7th, but Cabot added 3 more. I don't know if, I guess technically it's insurance runs, but when it's that many, it, it feels a little aggressive.
Nash and I call this, they've got basically a 2-possession lead when you're talking about like football. Four runs. You can have everybody on the bag and get the 4th run, but now you got to score more than a grand slam. So yeah, a lot of work to do here. Not a lot of time to do it.
Spencer, Williams, and Porter up for your Lady Cats.
Leading off for the Lady Cats, the 3rd baseman, number 2, Destiny Spencer.
Spencer, 1 for 2, had a single in the 2nd. First pitch called a strike up in the zone.
We need base runners. Just got to find a way to get on.
1 pitch swung on, popped up. Cooper corrals it in for the first out.
Next up for the Lady Cats, the right fielder, number 17, Mags Williams.
Mags had an infield single in the 5th. She's 1 for 2. Takes the first pitch down and in for ball 1.
Same thing applies. You just got to get some. You got to get some occupied bases. Find a way.
It's grounded over to the 2nd baseman. Nicholson puts it away 4-3 for out number 2.
A lot of work to do now. Now batting the center fielder, number 14, Paisley Porter.
Porter 1 for 2. She had a single in the 5th, but was the 2nd out in that double play, that amazing double play by Nicholson.
Yeah.
First pitch away for ball 1.
Tall freshman. Wow.
A lot of underclassmen, you know, the future looking bright for these Lady Cats. They got 1 more year of Sylvia King pitching.
Yeah, yeah. They'll have a new coach next year. Chada moves, semi-retires. She retires from the program, but she goes to Simon Middle School. Coach P.E. Congratulations to her.
2-0 swinging there was Porter. Couldn't connect for strike one.
Long career here at Lady Cat Field as an assistant and a head coach.
That's fouled back out of play for strike two. Yeah, she's always been a great partner for us. It's always nice. We're blessed here at Conway to have great relationships with all the coaches for the various sports we broadcast. It's so helpful for us, and Coach Hickey, no exception there.
Absolutely.
My job is really fun, but all these coaches make it easy.
Yeah. It really is. Coach, we've had Coach Ashcraft as the AD and since I've been here, and then Coach Hughes, and he makes everything accessible. So it's such a cool thing.
2-2 pitch, just got a piece.
Yeah, that's actually better if she didn't. She'd not be at first base now. Again, this ball game, you'd love to beat Cabot, but it doesn't. In this grand scheme of things, your words does not count from a placement perspective. But you still just want to beat Cabot. Just doesn't look good right now.
2-2 pitch popped up over to the shortstop for the final out of the game.
And that's the ball game. Our final score: Cabot 6, Conway 1. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for coming out this evening. Have a safe drive home and a pleasant evening. Once again, our final score: Cabot 6, Conway 1.
Lady Cats moved to 15-7 overall, 8-4 in 6A Central play. They will be the 3 seed out of the Central as they head into the state tournament next week.
Means they play the 6 seed
out of the
West. So they do not get a bye. They have to play the first round, but see where it goes from there. I do not know who the 6th seed is in the West. It may not be established yet.
Yeah. Well, that's going to do it for our spring Diamond Sports broadcast for this season, and does it for our 24th broadcast season overall for Conway Corp. Broadcast season number 5 for me and you.
Yeah, no, this has been a great time together, and I totally love this gig and enjoy it. Thanks for you making it so easy to do it, you and Justin and all the team, and then Jeff Matthews, of course.
A small but mighty crew tonight. Alex Douglas, Justin King, Kylan over on camera. Of course, Tim Roach to my right. I'm Levi Gilbert. Big thanks, as always, to Jeff Matthews and the entire Conway Corp full staff that gets us all set up on game day. Big appreciation to them. Kara Kirby, of course, watching the stream back at HQ. It's going to do it for our final broadcast of this broadcast season. We will see you again.
Augusty?
Sometime in August. Yeah, getting ready for Conway Wampus Cat football and broadcast season number 25 for Conway Athletics on Conway Corp. We'll see you in the fall.
Go Cats.